Today was our town's annual town-wide yard sale, which is basically just a day that everybody agrees upon and everybody has a yard sale all on the same day. What you're supposed to do is pay $5 to the town, and then your address gets put on a list of people participating in the town-wide yard sale. But my town being what it is, I think the vast majority of people did not do that and just set up yard sales anyway. So what I did today was I think I drove every side street in town. I drove around for 2 hours, probably close to 100 kilometers, and almost every street I turned on, there was a yard sale. I stopped at about a dozen of them, and I got what you see here today, which costs me a combined total of about $15. So, from least interesting to most interesting, I'm going to show you what I got today. One yard sale I stopped at had this set of dishware, and I've been actually always looking for a set of bowls and dishes in this color. I love colored glass. You guys know that. I've mentioned it before. And yeah, I'm actually really enamored to have finally found a set of dishes in this kind of 70s, 80s amber color. Now I just gotta get some glasses to match. They were clearly loved. They've got some scratches in them, but that's alright. The little ones actually look pretty unused. And there's the bowls, really nice. I love these. Very, very nice. Now I just gotta find some glasses to match. They've got a brand name stamped on them. Well, that says France, so that answers where they were made. Duralex, that's the brand name. My grandparents actually had a set of glass stovetop, glass cookware that, you know, you could put on a stove. It was probably made by Corning, and it was kind of like a mauve reddish color, and it was glass pots and pans that you could put on a stove, and they were designed to be able to withstand the heat. Boy, wouldn't I like to have a set of those. I think they were very expensive cookware at the time, and I think it's actually super collectible now. But these dishes, they just cost me $5, so very nice. I hope I can find glasses in the same color someday. Obviously, I already have a set of dishes and bowls, so I'm just going to donate all that to the thrift store, and this is going to replace it. Because she wanted to get rid of them, there were 2 of these that she threw in the pile, and I'm probably just going to give these to the thrift store as well. So there you go. In the same spirit, in another yard sale, I found this oil lamp globe, and I bought it because it's frosted. And I have an oil lamp that this fits, and it has just a clear globe, so I bought this for it. And that was before I remembered that there was no point, because I have a shade that I use on that oil lamp that is frosted glass that goes over top of the globe. But oh well, if I ever want to try it with the globe. Now I have a spare globe, I guess. That came with this for a combined total of $1. So that was 50 cents. So for another 50 cents, I got this doorbell. Why? I don't know. Things that make noise are fun. But yeah, it's an old doorbell. Some cheap thing made by Squared Company, or I guess it's Square D Company. And there's no made in. It just says printed in USA. So I don't know if this would have been American made or not. But yeah, it's a doorbell. It didn't work. I cleaned the plungers. Now it works. Do it the other way around here. There. There, now you know what it sounds like. You don't have to watch the video that I'll probably make of this. And then we go on to the bigger items here. for $5, this Kenmore electrostatic air cleaner. My grandparents had one of these. Actually, they might have had two of these. I don't remember anymore back in the day. And they're kind of nice. Nice little desktop electrostatic air cleaner. So that means it's got this little box inside it that has wires and plates and stuff, and it runs a few thousand volts through it, and the electrical charge lets it pick up the dirt, and then every few months you take this out and you wash it and you put it back in. I haven't plugged this in yet to see if it works. However, I bet it works just fine. It's not quite as nice as the one my grandparents had. My grandparents actually had an ionizer that you could turn on and off, but this just has the air cleaning function. It's got 2 speeds, and it's kind of odd. You have to open the thing up and thus engage the safety switch that makes it turn off. You have to open it up to change the speed or turn it on and off. That's kind of weird. And yeah, no ionizer function. It's pretty well built. Aside from the side panels, it's all metal. And the one my grandparents had was plastic, so I thought, well, geez, this must be a lot older than the one my grandparents had. I figured probably 80s. But then there's a tag on the back, 1994. This thing is way newer than I would have thought. So, interesting. This blue stuff in the beginning is suspicious. There's supposed to be a foam filter here. That does not look original. Maybe it is original, I don't know. But it's like, it's Scotch-Brite. it's like Scotch-Brite material, and I don't know, that this can't be original. Someone must have put this in here when the original foam filter got dirty. This definitely got enjoyed because there's brown marks here. Squirrel cage fan spins just fine. It's got a bend in the fin right there. But other than that, it spins fine, and I bet this whole thing works fine. I'll have to wash the filter before I power it on for the first time, or else it'll probably do a bunch of snapping and arcing just from dirt that's collected on there. But yeah, video of this probably to come. And then finally, the pista resistance. This was quite the curiosity. It's an Archer Rabbit VCR multiplying system. And I got a bit excited when I saw this because I think this is a cleverly branded wireless TV transmitter system, basically. Nope, that turns out not to be the case. Hi, post-production Flo here to voice my extreme disappointment that it turns out that this Archer Rabbit VCR multiplying system is actually not wireless at all. It's detailed on this website, lunchmeatvhs.com. Very nice detail in how it works here, and it turns out it's actually a wired system. Inside the box is a huge bundle of wire, and the transmitter and receiver boxes connect to each other with a wire that you'd run across your house somehow. So that's extremely disappointing. It does turn out that originally it was going to be wireless. The company Gemini sold it as a wireless system, and the FCC immediately shut it down because it was illegal. And so it reappeared, sold by Radio Shack, as a wired system. That's very disappointing. Now, you still get the really cool functionality in that you can control your VCR from the remote box. You point your VCR remote at the remote box, hit a button on your remote, and it transmits the signal to the local box connected to your VCR, and there's a little infrared transmitter that shines into your VCR's infrared receiver, and so you can control your VCR remotely. That's pretty cool. But what I actually bought this thing for, which I thought was wireless video transmission, it doesn't do that. It's wired. I'm very disappointed. So there is not going to be a video of this thing It no longer interests me. Is it a cool piece of technology? Sure. Is it something I'm ever going to put to use or that I have any interest in? No. So there will not be a video of this. If you want this, if you want the opportunity to have this starring in your YouTube video, please get in contact with me, themaritimegirl@hotmail.com. Please take this cool piece of vintage technology off my hands. I have opened the box. It looks like everything's in there. Please get in touch with me. I would like to send this to somebody who might find it a lot cooler than I find it now. So yes, please get in touch with me. I want to send this to somebody. But it says, now every TV in your home can share a single VCR, and it's got these really creepy albino red-eyed rabbits on it. And it's got a picture of a cool, realistic VCR. There it is again. I think Realistics VCRs were made by Funai at this time, and this was when Funai was decent. So there you go. That's everything I bought at this year's town-wide yard sale. First one I ever went to. I hit about a dozen yard sales, and this is what I got out of it. So, videos to come, probably of the doorbell, just for funsies. There are people who like to see and hear vintage doorbells and other things that make noise. Probably a video of this. So there you go. Some stuff to add to the enormous list of things that I need to make videos of. But there you go. Some things to look forward to, and I'll see you in the videos to come.